I see yous all. I'm lurking my own live stream. Alright, enough weirdness. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, Lab Coach on back order. Hello to who all we got here today. We got a bunch of folks. Let me see. It says we got 5 concurrent viewers. Is that accurate? I see Jacob Beast. I see Sailor Pika. I see Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Mariano Lucas. We got, it's only 4. But either way, welcome everybody. Maybe I'm the lurker. Maybe I'm the 5th one. Weird. So, we got a lot of stuff to go over today. Now that we finished our, the weekend event of the Cinder, well, in my case, Gyarados Gengar raids. We'll be going over what's coming up next. I've learned a few things that I want to share. It's going to lead into, I guess, the story mode of post-game, because since there is, like, still story to complete, like, we got to go after all the different gyms again and just check on how they're doing, I guess, since we are the champion. We've beaten the top champion. That means I'm better than Nimona. And Alola to Dazzling Shell, welcome to the stream today. Jacob asking, what's my Pokemon? Well, we'll see as we get into it. I have completed all the main story. The credits have rolled. By the way, the credits are copyright claimed because the song Celestial, I think, did get a claim. And I'm like, you know what? For one episode of my playthrough, that's fine. Anyways, just in case you guys are planning on doing any sort of content like that, just remember, that song will get copyright claimed. Not a copyright strike, which is worser. It just means that any revenue from that episode goes towards the creator of that song, which is all well and cool. In fact, so well and cool, I don't even really need to mention that. Anyways, Mariah Thompson is also here. Greetings, Mariah. How am I doing today? Overall, I'm good, but I don't know what happened. I woke up at well, first of all, I passed out last night before midnight. I was just laying down to rest my eyes. Wound up waking up at 5 in the morning. I have to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. Came back, laid down. Don't know if I fell asleep quickly or not, but next thing I knew, I'm waking up at 12:30. I don't think I needed that much sleep, so that was just weird on my part. You say the song from the credits is copyrighted. Why didn't you warn me, Dazzling Shell? I would have put in a Sonic the Frontier song. But honestly, I don't mind. The song is good, and those who made that song should get the credit for it. So, it's all well and good with me. Okay, so, as I say, today we got some major moving forwards to do. I will say I'll start off partway through with a nice little shopping errand. I gotta go to the grocery store. I'm low on salt and other ingredients, I'm sure, so we gotta do some of that. We can now talk to Mr. Saguero because we have that sweet Herba Mystica that he was asking us for. We'll go over a little bit about Miraidon and something I've noticed there. So, you know what? How many do we have here now? Still says 5 viewers. I know there's more than 5 viewers. So let's go ahead and get things started right now. I'll start recording. Jump over to the main screen and start her up. And I gotta remember to go over everything. Oh, there's a few questions that my nephew and I have come up with now that we've both made it past the main story. Things that seem weird. I'm going to throw the questions out to you folks as we play through here, because there might be some downtime to get some discussion and dialogue going on. Alright, so we're starting off right now. Let me spin the camera around nicely. And, without any further ado, let's begin the first segment of the episode. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we are here once again with some more post-game. Mariano Lucas is not going to be chatting. If you want to, you can. If not, that's fine too. But we are here for some more post-game of Pokémon Violet after defeating the champion and becoming the champion and solving the Area Zero mystery. We got some more stuff to do. Our current objective, if you saw at the top, is to go visit all the gyms in Geeta's stead, the chairwoman of the Pokemon League, to see how they're doing, test them, I guess, see how well they're working out. And right now, we are a team of 3. You'll see who we have here. Let's go over the team recap right now. And I want to mention something too at one point. So first of all, leading right now is Miraidon, our level 70 Miraidon, of course, with the Dragon Terra type. It is a quirky natured Pokemon, no ribbons yet, which I can fix that, actually. It has Hadron Engine, causing electric terrain when entering battle, but also boosting special attack on electric terrain. And it's got Electro Drift, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Dazzling Gleam. I did go and teach a bunch of different TMs. I did a bunch of grinding as well, more for the items. And you'll see there I'm going to be trading in some items for LP. But yeah, we got a whole bunch more we can choose from. Whoops. Like, look at all these moves I've taught. There's still more I need to get items for. Ingredients. Look at all these moves I could give it. How cool is that? What's this? Dazzling Shell says, who here has reached the Bomb Trial Shrine without triggering any of the 3 Decayed Guardians? What? Oh, you're talking about Breath of the Wild? Okay. Bomb Trial Shrine. 3 Decayed Guardians. I'm not sure. I have done that. I know what you're talking about now. Oh, right, right. I did that by climbing up on the ledges and jumping from ledge to ledge. I actually wanted to see if it's possible. Can I leave Guardians untriggered until we hit the mainland of Hyrule Kingdom? You can do it, and I did do that, so I know what you're talking about. Took me a second to remember, though. Anyway, up next is Skydive, our Quaquaval at level 76 with a Flying Terra type. Also 5 injuries, which is important to note. Currently a Paldea champion, thanks to that ribbon. He is a quiet-natured Pokemon with Torrent ability. He's got Ice Spinner, Liquidation, Protect, and Feather Dance. And last but not least, also with 5 injuries for now, we have our Tatsugiri Armstrong at level 76 with a normal Terra type, holding leftovers to heal back HP. He is also a Paldea champion. The Jolly Nature, boosting speed, lowering special attack, which is not ideal. But Commander is the ability, which is not ideal. But he's got Muddy Water, Terra Blast, Icy Wind, and Protect. Of course, some of these might switch over time as time goes on. Now, we want to talk about this here. So, as we found out over this weekend, Miraidon actually took a number of knockouts from the Gyarados and Gengar raid battles. But listen. See, if I try to increase, mark the knockouts and stuff, it's not working. So, here's the thing, though. If I go to, where is it here? If I go down to, Skydive. If I try to change the markings, they are switching. See? So here's what I'm thinking. Miraidon has eaten all of the Herba Mystica. Remember how we got the different power-ups and stuff when Arvin was taking Mobostiff around? Healing up Mobostiff from all the injury, or the injury that it had suffered in Area 0. I think eating all the Herba Mystica has made Miraidon immune to these the knockout rules that I've put into play. So, I'm thinking, if that's the case, and if I can get all of my Pokemon to eat a sandwich with Herba Mystica in it, I believe I can cure the injuries from all of my Pokemon. Also, I'm assuming the healing chamber, someone forgot to plug it in, because no one's been healed yet here. But, I think that might be the case. So anyways, part of what we're going to do for post-game is trying to work towards getting the Herba Mystica from 5-star raids to see if that'll heal my Pokemon and bring back such Pokemon as, I don't know, maybe my Tinkaton Smithers. I know Jacob Beast is looking forward to that eventually. So with Miraidon powering up as it is, that might be doable. So that's definitely a goal we're going towards. But before I go any further, I want to head off to Levincia because we got to do a major restock of groceries. I know it sounds weird. We're going to do a grocery hunt. I know I've run low on salt, I believe, because I was looking to make a sandwich during the grinding session we had before this episode. And a lot of my sandwiches I couldn't make because I didn't have enough salt. So let's go restock our goodies. We should be rich enough. Actually, hey, Six, how you doing? Yo, back to you indeed. What I'm going to do first is sell a bunch of my stuff for cash. Another little bit of an errand type thing to do. I'm going to keep all these guys. I'm going to, oops, nope. Hang on, bulk sell. I'm gonna sell all my rare candies and stuff. They are good for leveling up, but I prefer to get level ups from battle anyway, because it's my traditional way of doing things. Let's see what else we can sell. We got nuggets, and we got a rare bone. So that's another 114,000. Jacob asking, how do I get sandwich stuff? Do you mean just in general? Or the Herba Mystica, because for Herba Mystica, you need to do the 5-star raids or higher, and they will give out Herba Mystica. Well, they have a chance to give Herba Mystica. It's not guaranteed, but there's other stores you can buy your stuff at, and I'll show you in just a sec, because I'm going to do that myself. Okay, so we also want to trade a bunch of materials for LP, because you'll see I have quite a few bonus materials stored up for some species here. We got some in the hundreds, I know that. So, for example, there was an outbreak of cryogonal yesterday, I think it was, and I made use of that. So we have 222 cryogonal ice, which I'm going to sell, sell all but 10. 10,600 LP for that, excuse me. Having to fight through a hiccup there. The one thing I'll hang on to is Gimme Ghoul coins, because those, of course, need them for a particular other thing. We got a bunch of Orthworm Tarnish. These are 100 LP each, so 191 for 19,100. I love making money off of these. Bombardier Feathers, we'll sell all but 10 of those as well. Another 11,900. Look at all the LPs you can get. And again, we'll keep the Gimme Ghoul coins. But we got a decent amount of LP now for TM creations. So first of all, here is Shore Cans. This is one store you can buy ingredients for your sandwiches. And the higher your badges from the gyms, the more items you can get. As long as I have double digits of something, I think I'm good. So let's see what I might be low on here. And not every store is going to have something I'm low on either. But there is a store here. I forget the actual name, but it's called the Equestria Supermarket or something like that. That I want to pick up some salt at. But I also want to go here. Now that I have a sweet Herba Mystica, Mr. Sandwich says he might be able to give me a new recipe. What do you say, sir? Hey, isn't that one of those Herba something or others you have there? Why do you turn away from me? Hello, Unknown Spike. Welcome to the stream. You showing up here reminds me that I was about to mention I got to talk to my mother back at home, too, because you said she can have more recipes for me. Oh, I can feel the inspiration. The recipes are making themselves in my head right now. Just don't take my Mystica. I learned how to make some new master level sandwiches. Those are some wild recipes I came up with just now. Give them a try sometime. They'll make top tier sandwiches for sure. So do I just have to show them one and I get all of those? Checking that out. I'm going to first pop into, I think Delibird Presence is over here. And again, I think Dazzling Shell, you are here, right? Oh, so you did something on your third playthrough of normal mode Breath of the Wild. Look up at how many seeds are in each area of the map. Oh, so you'd like to get a heads up how many ahead of time. Delibird Presence right here. That's what I didn't do. I liked hunting on my own, just for the extra annoyance, I guess. Not what I'm looking for here, I don't think. Although we do have a couple of these orbs. Those are good. We're not ready to use those just yet. I do know it is, I think, in Cascarafa, where I can get the held item I'm looking for. But there's still a couple of food places, food shoppy deals that I want to get to. One of them is the... What is it actually called? It's not Equestria Supermarket. It is... Acquiesta Supermarket. Close enough. Okay, what do we need from here? We definitely need salt. I'm going to get 30 salt. I'm going to get very salty today. How did I burn through all the salt that I bought? That's wild. I got to keep a closer eye on my ingredients, too, and buy more as I need them. Cheese? How did I run low on cheese? I guess because I eat it a lot. I am a cheese fan. I should probably buy some more. Do they have picks here, I wonder? Maybe not. Okay, we're good on the ingredients here. What is my favorite Pokemon? Ask 6. You're not sure if you asked before. I always have a few answers for that depending on how you mean favorite. Definitely Squirtle, I would think, is the first one that comes to mind, because he was the original Pokemon I ever started any game with. He was my Pokemon Blue starter. I'm a big fan of turtles in general as an animal, and so definitely Squirtle is one of my favorites. I really like the design of bug-type Pokemon, so even though Gliscor is not a bug type, I love the look of it because it's like a scorpion. I like that for design. As for battle purposes, I really like Zapdos because it's only weak to ice and rock, but if you teach it Roost, on the turn that you Roost, it only becomes weak to ground. Ice and rock weaknesses are just neutral now. And odds are, no one's going to think to go for like an Earthquake on a Zapdos. So you can generally roost almost for free with very little risk. So that's something good too. Okay, let's see if Miraidon has put in all the effort needed for the effort ribbon. I'll tell you this right now. I got to switch it out of ride mode. That's not the way to do it. I will show you this though. I go back into battle form. And I have unlocked the judge feature, by the way, which lets you see what their base stats are. But also, thanks to thanks to Dazzling Shell mentioning the power items for training, I've maxed out the EVs for Miraidon. Went a little heavy on the special attack, maybe. Yeah, I agree. But definitely we don't need attack stat. I could balance everything out a little bit more, but currently everything is maxed out as well. All total EVs are maxed out. So that should secure us the effort ribbon, definitely. Oh, wow, that much? Wow, Miraidon, you worked hard. Here's a ribbon. If you're looking for ribbons for your Pokemon, come here to Levincia. You can get that, no problem. Okay, there's 2 more shops I gotta stop at. I'm gonna keep Miraidon in battle mode for now, which... I mean, they do give you a second Miraidon or Koraidon to catch, but I feel like I want to keep mine as it is. Like, I'll catch the other one later eventually. It's just not a priority. What are you? Xpandy, XS, there we go. 6 says you would have to either have Garchomp or Gengar for your favorite. Also good choices. Soul Plays, your phone broke. I saw your message on Discord just earlier too. You say your phone broke and you figured out how to fix it for free. How did you do that? And how, like, in what way did it break? Was it physically broken or did the software break? Just out of curiosity. Oh man, my timer's going off already. I think we're okay for the picks for now. I want to buy more of these. I like the Party Sparkler ones. Alright, we're good there. Let's head off to Delhi Kioso and grab the last of our ingredients. I'm a liar. We're taking a pause. Okay, let's cut over to here. Pause it up. What am I missing out so far? Cheese Louise, indeed. How did I get short on cheese? Hello to Haxorus the Sixes. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of post-game Violet right now. Just recently we finished off the main story. We are now tasked with visiting all the different gyms to see how they're doing as far as the Pokemon League is concerned. Oh, you taped it back together. Was it special kind of tape? Is it duct tape? Is it Gorilla Tape? Is it Scotch tape? Is it masking tape? What kind of tape? Or maybe all of the above. That could also be a way. Dazzling Shell asks, what's raw meat plus Hyrule Bass plus spicy pepper? I believe that is the spicy meat and seafood fry, if I remember correctly. Jacob is asking, how do you get Gengar? Varies from game to game. Generally, you need to have somebody trade a Haunter to you to evolve into Gengar. But if you're playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can simply buy the link cable to evolve it in-game, which I think is awesome. It's really cool that they include the old Game Boy link cable as an item in the Hisui region. Okay, when I get back after this pause, I'm going to mention something about what I think might be DLC for this game. And I'm still going to throw you the ideas about, okay, someone feel free to remind me about Miraidon's Pokeball and the Time Machine in Area 0. Bring those up at some point, and if I'm not busy talking about other crazy stuff, I'll let you know stuff we've been talking about, me and my nephew. Anne-Marie says, when you had your first Pokemon game, you picked Squirtle and you named it Blue. Sounds good to me. Squirtle's always awesome. That's why we have Squirtle as an emoji. That is actually the reason, too, because Shelbert, the living legend, currently sitting in Pokemon Shield, will be here in Paldea once that home connectivity links up with the Paldea region. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's cut into our second segment. My phone's almost out of power. Cut back over here, start our timer, and head off to that last recipe thing. So Delhi Kioso is the place, which is right next door, place to go. What more do we need to buy? So far, so good. Could get more avocado, but I'll hang on for now. think we're good there. Okay, yeah, so we're good on our ingredients with an itchy nose. Thank you very much, but no. Okay, so right now, there was a few things I was going to mention. I've already lost track. I just ended a pause with chatting with the viewers. I lost track of the first important thing I was going to say. But that's okay. I do want to go to Kaskarafa to buy a certain item. 2 items, perhaps, if they have them for sale. I'm going here to Delibird Presents with an itchy nose constantly. Dazzling Shell's first official playthrough was on Sapphire. Trico was your starter. Of the 3 starters in Hoenn, they're all pretty good. Like, of course, I'm biased towards the water type because that is my standard. So I went with Mudkip, but as far as like fire fighting types, they're pretty rare, especially for a starter. So I feel like Blaziken's a good choice. What was what? I saw a tiny little Pokemon holding a coin. When it got close, it dropped the coin and ran. What even was that thing? It's called Gimmighoul. Okay, so battle items. I want the magnet, because that's going to help our Miraidon power up. And Dragon Fang is also useful. So we're going to have the 2 same type bonuses of Electric Dragon powered up even more as we need them. I think I'm good for the rest of this for now. I'd like to buy eventually 1 of each thing, but I want to conserve my money for more useful stuff, I guess. Alright, now then, let's head over to, not that menu, let's head over to, actually, you know what I should be doing? I'm dumb. Who here has been missing our legendary Treasures of Ruin? We gotta get them back on the squad. They gotta share experience too. Okay, Chi-Yu is the highest level right now, so we'll bring these guys in. Yeah, we're gonna let Shen Pao lead the way. I can't forget all about these guys. The whole thing was they were just like, you know, treated as items and tossed around by the ancient king or emperor or whatever, and then I just go and box them? What kind of monster am I? Terrible one, that's how. Alright, let's head off to our home base here. Because I want to find Mr. Seguero. There's a few teachers I think we can talk to right now also. But I want to show him the sweet Herba Mystica we've picked up. He's going to want it, I'm sure. And that's fine. Because we can get more from, excuse me, the 5-star raids. It's only 520, Professor. Why am I yawning? I don't know. Just to mess with you guys. As we've discovered, so many people are susceptible to the contagion of yawning. Emery has a question for everyone. If you play Sword and Shield, what was your starter? You chose the Score Bunny. I, myself, of course, went with Sobble. Because, as I say, water trainer. I have to go with my tradition. Okay, so where is Seguero? Is he in home ec? Yep. Alright, let's give him his Herba Sweet Mystica thingy deal. I wonder what we'll get in exchange. Sailor Pika chose Grookey for her starter. Hello, sir. It's been a while, but I got it. Master Chaz, have you anything to report about the sweet Herba Mystica? Here you go. I'll give him one, sure. A shaker of sweet Herba Mystica. Hello, Minecraft Plays. Welcome to our stream today. So this is sweet Herba Mystica. I must create something with it right away. What's he gonna make? I hear the making of foods. Mariah chose all 3 starters? How'd you pull that off? It's so very sweet! My, what ambrosial sweetness! It is like a sweeter honey. A much sweeter honey. I don't know, she's pretty sweet on the Isle of Armor. Yes, it's as if honey's sweetness were multiplied by 100. Hey, Mr. Seguero, what you eating? Ah. It smells super sweet, and you look so happy eating it. If you don't know, he's got an air of toughness and ruggedness about him. He doesn't want people to know he likes sweet food. So let's see how he deals with the situation. No, you see, there is a reason for this. You don't look like someone who likes sweets, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool? I've spent my entire life trying to maintain the image that others have of me. But now I see that it is possible to reconcile the difference between my outward appearance and my inner love of sweets. You basically have a candy-striped shirt on, too. Well then, Master Chaz, here's a reward for your efforts as promised. Ooh, Slowpoke Cup. I want to decorate. A cup for big-time Pokemon fans. Kids will happily drink out of it, making it a boon to parents. Thanks to you, I was able to have a most delectably sweet experience. Moreover, I even feel that my narrow-minded views have broadened ever so slightly. Please accept my heartiest of thanks. You're welcome. A close bond with Saguaro. Now, I think this is the case, but just to see, did he take all of my sweet Herba Mystica? Which if he did, it's fine. I don't mind. It's okay. I said I gave him the shaker. You see it? I don't see it. Yeah, I gotta find more. That's fine, though. Henry would love to see that in the picnic. So we'll see that eventually, I'm sure. Okay, so that's all we need to do here. Hey, it's a pre-evolved iron bundle. So we can talk to Clavel, and that's it for talking to peoples here. Let's do that. Let's see what is going on next. He might just tell me like a recap of what to do. Maybe, I don't know. What's up, sir? Thank you again for your outstanding work on Operation Starfall. I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. And I know she is exceedingly grateful to you for your part in all this. So I have one more thing to ask of you, though the request is admittedly of a delicate nature. Do you think you could continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you have thus far? I was gonna do that without making it a mission. Well, we're not best buds, we're okay, sure. You bet! I must say, I am truly glad to have you as one of my students at the Academy. I believe you've more than earned this small token of my appreciation. Big nugget! That's money! Yeah. I hope that you will always stay just as wonderful as you are now, Master Chaz. I could get better. I could get even really better. Close bond with Director Clavel. When am I going to form a close bond with Clive, though? Just kidding. We know the deal. Wait. Where's Ryfort? Right? Because she's been here the whole time wanting to talk about my Ruinous Legends. What the deal is. I guess because we finished her side story? How are the treasures of Ruin faring? I'll take them. No, you won't. First of all. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here to bring up something that my nephew and I were discussing. So here's the Violet book. Okay. Feel free to correct me in the chat, but I believe it was said that Professor Turo made the time machine. Didn't he? Or was it found by him? Because here's an important question. So from what I gather, and I might be misremembering what he said, but I believe Turo said that they were bringing Pokemon from the future, like sending Pokeballs forward, catching things to bring them back. And he said something about it's harder for things other than Pokemon to come back, but whatever. I thought he said they were bringing them back to the present day so that they could thrive nowadays and enrich the ecosystem. I want to venture a question here. So the Violet book was written, what, like 100 years ago, 200, something like that, when the original excursion into Area Zero happened. Monsters of Area Zero. There's a sketch of Iron Treads, obviously, and another sketch of Iron Treads right here. If the time machine was bringing Pokemon back to present day, how were they in the past for people to have seen them and sketched them? If anyone has any insight on that in the chat, or in the comments if you're watching this after the stream, let me know how Paradox Pokemon existed before the time machine was made. Or, again, maybe the machine was already there. And, I don't know. There might be more explained further post-game, let's say. Because I also want to point out one more thing in this Violet book. This last page here. Remember the Cerebro that we went into? With all, like, the hexagons all over the circular chamber where we fought the AI? So this here, I'm going to decipher what I believe is the words. disc Pokemon, while separated from the research, and this is written by that Heath guy, the professor way back when. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. So this could be the chamber that we went into? Like, it could be the he says it doesn't even know if it's a Pokemon or alive. There's some confusion there, you know? It's weird. You just call boneheaded bokoblins our spineless cuckoos, Dazzling Shell? That's kind of speciesist, isn't it? I'm not saying it's inaccurate. I'm just saying. Anyway, there's an interesting thing about, like, how did the future Pokemon get to the past before the time machine existed? Again, as far as I remember them saying when they made it. Here's another question for you folks to mull over in the chat. Based on what I understand is the sequence of events, is, say, like a few years ago, well, so Arven left Area Zero, I forget when, but say a few years ago, right? And Mobostiff was injured in there, so that's, you know, he left with Mobostiff. So he didn't know that Professor Turo had been hit by the other Miraidon and taken out. Okay, don't pass through me, Ghost. So Arven didn't know Professor Turo was actually gone and that it was an AI taking his place, because he was surprised to find that out when we get into the final encounter. So, like, he didn't even know that there was an AI exactly, right? My question is, Miraidon is shown escaping from the crater at the start of my adventure. Arven's already been out of the crater for a few years. How did Arven have Miraidon's Pokeball that he gave to us by the lighthouse if he hasn't been in the crater for years and Miraidon just then escaped? Because, I mean, it doesn't show Miraidon bringing its ball with it, right? I mean, technically the ball could have been in the lighthouse lab, but they didn't really imply that. So how did Arven have that ball before Miraidon escaped the crater? If Arven hadn't been there for years. I don't know. A few things you think about, or for you to think about in the chat. Some interesting questions that may be explained either in further post-game or maybe the DLC when that comes out. Okay, we're going to take a pause. Cut back over to our chatty scene. What's that? Someone just got a shiny Scyther? Zed? Zed Games? Cool. It was epic, you say. Excellent. Soulplay says, I think it's because humans can't come back in time. The machine the AI Turo went through and sketched them, and robots can come back. Well, that could be a thing. Maybe Professor Turo, the AI, goes back further, and that could explain it. So again, this could be further explained in DLC, or even more post-game. But from my point of view right now, my perspective, it's like there is that disconnect of how the future ones were written of in the past. In Scarlet, it would make sense because they take Pokemon from the past to the present, from what I understand. So like Great Tusk and Roaring Moon and things like that would have existed back then, therefore people could have seen them. But the future ones make me confused. Hello to Galaxy Bumper, welcome to the stream today. We're doing a little bit of, I guess, some live theory crafting about some of the lingering threads, let's say, in the story mode here. Let's see. Anne Marie says, probably best fake professor sent a package to him as a Pokeball. That might be something. I'll have to rewatch the earlier stuff to see if there's any mention of, like, because I think even Nimona asks Arven, wait, why do you have this thing's Pokeball? And there's never an answer to that. Dazzling Shell said, I guess he had it before the events began for the main story, and trusted by the professor before the incident happened. It just seems weird that someone would have a Pokemon and not keep the ball handy. Because what if it gets injured? You know, put it back in the ball till you can heal it. That just doesn't seem logical to me. But again, maybe For those of you who have finished the post-game story, you might already know if there's an answer or if not. And if you do know an answer and you're not telling me, I appreciate that. I like learning stuff on my own. And I just like coming up with theories along the way. I'm kind of like MatPat in a way, you know? I feel like me and him should team up on this. Even though he does a lot more work into his theories and stuff. It'd just be fun to be like, he does this whole theory. And Professor Chaz, what do you think? I'm like, I think Pikachu's an electric type. And back to you, MatPat. Like, I wouldn't have as much to throw in, probably. Anyway, so next up, I want to go investigate one of these gyms and see how all these gyms are doing and the post-game gym stuff. So let's get back to recording. Cut back over to the main screen. And I think we'll go based on our type advantage for our Miraidon. So let's start once again and begin. So I think the first place we're going to go right now, we still have our objective 2. Does it show me on here? I don't think so. But we have to go investigate the gyms and see how well they're doing as far as Pokemon League worthiness. So I'm going to go using our type advantage. I'm going to give Miraidon the magnet that we bought. I'm going to go to the water type gym of Kofu in Karskarfavar. So where is our magnet? I want a magnet. There it is. So that'll improve all of the electric moves, which is 1. What do you have again? Remind me. Electro Drift. Yeah, that should do a decent amount of damage. Okay, so let's head off to Karskarfavar and meet up with Kofu. Now, I don't know if there's an order, like a specific preferred order to do these in, but I'm going to just try them anyway. We're talking about theories about how certain things in the post-game make sense. Like how Arvin had Miraidon's Pokeball, and how the Paradox Pokemon have been sent to the past. It's kind of weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But maybe that will be explained. I also had a theory. People are talking about the eventual DLC adding maybe Kalos to another place we can check out, which might lead into the fact that we just got an announcement that at the end of this month, there's going to be a weekend of Poison-type Greninja raids, level 7, the mightiest mark. I might be ready to tackle those at that point, if we're lucky. So with Greninja being a featured Pokemon, that may actually lend credence to the fact that Kalos might be making a comeback as post-game, or DLC here. I also wonder, do you think we're going to see Hisui as a DLC connection? Because, from what I've understood, there are numerous Hisuian forums that are in the game. I forget who, I don't know if it was Soul Plays or not, but one of our viewers had said that they had hatched an egg that was a white striped basculin, and then also there was a Hisuian Zorua, I believe. And normally, of course, you can't get those because there's no home connectivity with this game yet. But these Hisuian forms sound like that they are in the game's code. So, given the fact that there's a time machine aspect or time travel aspect to this, do you think we're going to go back to Hisui in this game for DLC? I think that's a possible theory. That sounds interesting. Alright, what's up, Kof? Hey, step right up. Welcome to the Karskarfavar gym. Remember me? Vault and Veluza, look who it is. I was expecting someone else. The top champion? Aha, I see. Miss Gita put you up to this, did she? It feels like just yesterday that you were out collecting your badges. Now look at you. Already champion rank. You're like one of those fish Pokemon that completely changes shape and name as it evolves. All of them. All full of life. What a great catch. You're probably talking about Remoraid. And now this, our promising up-and-comer, here to test my abilities himself. Don't worry, this old man's used to facing harsh reviewers. Part of the restaurant business. Alrighty then, you ready to battle this old man and see if he's still fit to be called gym leader? Yes. I hope that's not a mistake. That's what I like to hear. Right this way. Squirtle Squad coming for good luck, says Anne-Marie. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Alright. What kind of levels we looking at? I mean, we have a legendary. It's not too bad. Of course, we're going to have a sandstorm again. All right, they're all cheering for us. Ever since you fought for that choice seaweed for me, all my dishes using it have been big hits. Thanks for that. I guess it's no surprise you did so well, what with being worthy of champion rank. Goodness gracious, but do I ever meet all kinds of people while doing this job? I've seen people like yourself who run full speed ahead like a raging river, and plenty of people who settle down like a calm lake. We older folk tend to prefer the latter, of course, but this old man himself finds that a bit dull. A bit stagnant, perhaps? Rivers flow into the ocean. That water then climbs up into the clouds and becomes rain. I am Kofu the Torrent, ever-changing, just like water. Now come see what I'm made of. Alright, our first post-game gym rematch. What you got, Gym Leader Kofu? Molten Veluza! Leading off with this boy. Alright, we have the electric terrain coming up. We have the magnet to power it up. Good ingredients, don't need no cover-up spices. Get ready for fresh, raw old man Kofu. Kind of levels we looking at here. We are level 70 with our Pokemon. Mold Breaker. Level 65. I think this will be a piece of cake. You only get 5 Pokemon. It's Electro Drift. I think this will be, like, it gets more power if it's super effective. Yeah, this might be too easy, but I don't mind. I think I'm going to aim to do 1 gym each stream. And we'll start off with our easier ones and build up to the tougher ones. Miraidon's buffered by the sandstorm, but also levels up. Pelipper. Oh, I'm sorry, Pelipper. This is going to be brutal. So just to let everybody know for the rest of today, as far as the schedule goes, in about 2 hours, well now about an hour and 20 minutes, we're going to have one of last week's Pokemon Shield post-game streams going public for everyone to see. But 2 hours after that, for channel members, I'll be doing starting another week's worth of Pokemon Legends Arceus members live streams. So feel free to tune in for that, which will then next week become public for everyone to see. Hope that's making sense of the whole membership getting advanced sneak peekies, I guess, at not just at a sneak peeky, but also being there with me while I'm doing it. Alright, Electro Drift. I think the Pokemon Shield ones are a little bit more effective as far as our live stream members specific goes, because then you guys can join me for the raids. Thursdays on those weeks we're going to be doing the Dynamax Adventures, which I've only done 2 technically, but I like them, they're fun. Whoa, Shien, almost leveling up there. Wug Trio. If this was actually water ground, that would be bad, but pretty sure it's not. Look at this guy. Look at these guys. I love the fact when you have a multi-headed Pokemon like that only one wears the Dynamax crown. Dynamax, what am I saying? The Terra crown. I got too many games on the go at one time. I'm mixing everything together. I want to see... Oh, gooey. I want to see a Dynamax or a Gigantamaxed Terra Pokemon Mega Evolve and then use a Z move. Who doesn't want to see all of that in one fight? Crabominable. Ah, batten down the hatches and prepare for a storm. This is what makes battling exciting. Let's do this. Oh, did I mispronounce Terra Jewel by saying Terra Crown? Y'all know what I mean. Okay, this thing's going to, of course, Digivolve into Water type. A Crabominable Terastallizing. Think outside the crab trap, I say. But you're going to go into the type that I'm going to Devastate. Unless you switched it up. This might not be Water type. This is Water type. Emery would love to see it. Mariano says it's kind of weird. But they should do something like that. Just like have have Gen 10 include every aspect they've ever done before. That would be insane. Bear in mind, you cannot do a Z move and Mega Evolve because both require a held item. Unless they've changed it just to say, you know what, guys, go crazy. No held items required. Alright, that was easy. Kofu's done. So your gym still seems decent. I'd say your levels are nice. What a refreshing loss. My mind's as clear as still water. And I got money for that. Thank ya. Any evolutions? You really put the pressure on. Guess I should have expected no less from someone with La Primera's seal of approval. What a catch. The wildest currents, for better or worse, pull in everything around them and have really wild and drastic effects on their surroundings. That makes those friends of yours who stay by your side all the more important. Oh, you meant the spaghetti, you meant the Wug Trio was weird? I can understand. Phew, your youthful vigor's got my motivation flowing up like a rising tide. Next time you see Miss Gita, tell her that old man Kofu's flowing and crashing more than ever. Crashing indeed. Don't forget to tell her, young friend. And you come back and see me again now, you hear? Can we fight them multiple times? Or is it just the one and done? I mean, if you could fight them multiple times, they are good for experience. He ran away. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me see what you say. I'm now certified by the gym. I guess we can't beat him up anymore. Imagine just grinding off experience on, like, the gym leaders. That would be neat. Alright. Any cutscene type stuff going on here? No. So we get a heal. But what I want to do, another thing every stream, I would like to try and get one of the Herba Mystica to work towards making the sandwiches to heal our injured Pokemon. Now, last night I did take a look around at the different 5-star rays that are available. This one up here might be doable. I'm going to go where we want to heal at. Or you know what? If we... I'll just do a heal here. I was going to say, if we eat a meal, then we'll get our HP back. I don't know about the PP, though. So I'll show you what this one's all about, this this flying raid here. Because obviously, using Miraidon with the electric terrain and all of our like electric moves we can choose from, it's going to be our best bet. Now we're going to have to ride on Miraidon to get there because it's in the water. Thank you. So let's go. Yes, this way. Is it marked? Did I mark it? I did. I'm a genius. Okay, let's get over there. And this one is an interesting one. I'm basically looking at which Pokemon or which types, say water or flying, that I can do the most damage to. But I also want to make sure that Miraidon's types resist the Pokemon's natural moveset, what they can, like, you know, gain access to. So you'll see that is why I've chosen this particular raid once we get to it. Okay, Dazzling Shell, you're going to point out the one flaw in what I just said. You are technically correct, though. Mega Rayquaza was able to Mega Evolve, because it actually, story-wise, it ate... Oh, my phone died! Uh-oh. It actually ate a meteor, I think, that had the Mega Stone powers in it. And, of course, it could then hold a Z Crystal to use a Z move. So that was, like, yeah, the one exception, which is actually kind of cool and made it really unique. People said broken, but I'll tell you this much. I got a PP up. I'm also going to mention this, though. We got an Ice Beam. Cool. Hey, Kilowattrel. Even, I was in a Wi-Fi battle once, and somebody used the Mega Rayquaza with Delta Stream. My Machamp one-shot it with Ice Punch still, even though the Delta Stream weakened its flying type weakness to ice. So it was only regular effective on Dragon, or regular super effective, let's say. And because of my attack stat, Machamp still took that thing down in one hit, and I'm like, I'm happy with that. Yeah, the phone died. What am I at for time here? We still got a little bit of time. So this Pokemon we're going to take on, as I saw, is a Magnezone. So as an electric type, electric dragon, we double resist electric, and we also resist steel, and it is a flying Pokemon. So I think we can do this. I'm going to switch up the movesets, and we'll give this a shot. But first, we're going to pause once again. Make sure we're not missing out on the chat. Dazzling Shell had said, I'm not sure about the time machine, because we shut it down in the final stage of the main story. That's the thing. We did. But I could see the DLC being like, so that the Violet book mentions like a disc or something, a disc Pokemon. What if the time machine is actually a part of this Pokemon? Or what if there's a whole separate creature that is a Pokemon? What if it can reactivate it in the DLC? Because, you know, they could come up with any story they want, of course. I don't know. There's possibilities, and I still feel like it could lead into how the steel or not the steel, but the iron type Pokemon from the future got to the past. Unless, as I say, I'm missing part of the story, because I'm pretty sure Turo's AI said that we were bringing them back to today. He didn't say anything about sending them further back. It just leaves me confused. Like, why did they see one in the past? Unless Heath came from the future or something? I don't even know. Where else are we at here? Soulplay just found out that Bagon evolves into Salamence. Indeed. You might not know it, but I think Bagon's Pokedex mentions something about its yearn to fly is what helps it evolve. Magnezone says, all your base are belong to us. Is it, though? I guess we'll find out, because we're about to... Wait, before I do that, let me plug my phone into charge. Just so we can use the most of our time efficiently. Although, I got my timer on the screen anyway as far as recording goes. But I like my phone to be charged. Who here hates having an uncharged phone? You never know. I might need to call a cab to go home at one point. I mean, I'm already home, but... yeah, welcome to the Back to the Future saga. There's some time shenaniganery happening for sure. What if we see ourselves from a different time frame? That'd be interesting. Okay, let's record once again. Cut back to our main scene. And prepare some movesets. Hi, Ice Cube. You waiting to see what happens? I think you are. Okay, so Miraidon. What do we want to give you? Electro Drift is good. When I was given TMs, I found Charge Beam is pretty nice. It has a good chance to boost our special attack. I don't think we're going to use... We're going to use just Electric, basically, because we have the Magnet, we got the Electric Terrain. I'm also going to go with... Another natural move that it picks up is Parabolic Charge, because that can heal me in battle. And if I can avoid being knocked out, then we don't lose time, right? Soulplays asks, is the DLC more story? Well, I don't know yet, because I haven't seen the DLC, and it hasn't been fully revealed or announced. But generally, a DLC gives you an extra bit of story mode. It did for Sword and Shield. They unlocked 2 more regions in... Not regions, I shouldn't say, but more locations within the Galar region. There was the Isle of Armor, which had its own story mode, and Crown Tundra had story mode as well. So I would be surprised if we don't get a post-game DLC story mode from whatever content we get. Alright, I'm gonna give this a try. Hopefully we'll get some Herba Mystica from this, but of course they're not always guaranteed. Wait, did I want to make a meal? Let me check my grocery list. I want to make a sweet sandwich. I'm gonna leave this raid. By the way, as I mentioned, I can't even mark Miraidon for injuries, so I'm thinking he must be completely immune. Or it, however you want to say it, but if it does get knocked out in raids, I don't think it takes any damages. Right? Because the Herba Mystica coursing through its veins makes it immune to the knockout counters and stuff. Have I ever thought of playing Kirby Star Allies? No, honestly, because now that you say it, I'm like, I don't even recognize that name. So, I can honestly say, no, I haven't thought of it. Not in a bad way, though. Alright, sweet sandwich I want to make. I got an itchy leg. Whee! Look at all our team. Look how tiny Armstrong is. Look at Shen Pao. Dancing like crazy. That was awesome. Alright, let's, what? Oh, these are the master sandwiches. Okay, so we need Sweet Mystica for that. I gotcha. Legendary sweet sandwich. Okay. What's this one? Master jam sandwich. We need a bunch of sweet for this. Does he only show us everything that we need the Sweet Mystica for? I think so. So we'll have to find one of the other Herba Mysticas to show more recipes. Okay. I like that. I'm looking for standard sweet sandwich, though. Where is it? Right there. That's going to raid power for flying. Let's do it. And what do we have for picks? Oh yeah, let's do Party Sparkler. I want to keep using these Party Sparklers. There's a place no one can get to yet, says Soul Plays. Are you talking about the mountains to the top right, the northeast? Because that, based on the real world locations of where these regions are based off of, that would be the where Kalos should exist. Because that's Kalos represents France, and Paldea represents Spain. And on real world maps, that's how those two locations kind of border each other. Okay, let's get this. Perfect. Alright, we'll get some extra rewards for defeating a flying raid if we can manage to do it. We're only 4 levels beneath the level of, look at this sparkler, of this Magnezone, so we might be able to pull through. I like them sparklers. I want to keep using those. I like the sword ones too. The sword picks. Yummy! Let's get our boost. Get everyone together here. Yay! We all like it! Yum! Mariano's asking, not trying to be rude, but why is Pikmin Bloom so popular on the channel? Probably because people that like it are not rude. No, I'm just kidding. Well, when that game first came out, apparently, I was one of the very few YouTubers. Ooh, level up for Ting-Lu. That were, I don't like Memento, that knocks you out. That were doing any coverage of Pikmin Bloom, like a regular feature. So that brought a lot of people over to the channel and being like, I want to learn how to play this game. So, actually, show of hands in the chat, or just say me. Who here did come to the channel initially based off of Pikmin Bloom? Curious. Okay, let's challenge alone. See what we can do. Pop Quiz says Dazzling Shell. In Breath of the Wild, how many ways can you obtain the warm doublet on the Great Plateau? I think you can do it 3. I think 3 ways. Do I have to name them? I'm gonna say 3. See if I'm right. And if so, I'll name them off, but I'll let other people guess as well. Who else knows how many ways you can get that warm doublet on the plateau? Now, I know you can also buy it later on in Hate No Village, but I think you're talking about just on the plateau. Okay, let's go with Charge Beam, try to boost our special stat. We do, excellent. Someone cheered for defenses. Flash Cannon, we resist that. Excellent. If we take too much damage, of course, I have the Parabolic Charge. Wish me luck, everybody. Look, we're doing good. Oh, +2 special attack. Yeah, just special attack. Excellent. I'm going to have fun every night checking all the raids to see which one should I tackle the next day. We're at +3. Oh, you stole my Terra Orb charge. Come on, cheer me on. Show some Squirtles in the chat if you have access to them. Ow. Oh man, this flying type issues Magnet Rise. Now we can hit it with the ground. I'm going to Electro Drift right now. See how much this does to it. Bam! Look at that! Whoa! Way more than I was expected to do. Ah. Alright. 5 stars are not so bad. Now that I know what I'm doing. And choosing the right typings and stuff. What do you think? Do you think we got this, do you think we're gonna pull this off or what? No, it says a Terrastalize. Still Parabolic Charge with some HP back. That was insane damage, wasn't it, Sailor Pika? Crazy. That was like over... And there goes our camera messing up again. Let's just enjoy this nice static shot of what should be panning around our Pokemon right now. And then the... Well, Miraidon, heal up from this thing. Let's see, how much does it give us back? Ooh, that's not bad. We got plenty of time left, too. Ow! I'm going to do another Parabolic Charge to try to keep me from fainting, because of course that'll cut down some of our time. Mariano has shared a Shelbert emoji in spirit in the chat. Excellent. Excellent. Someone should clip this and put it in Discord so you can all use the shovelward emojis there. Oh, I've been paralyzed today. Lab coats for everyone, says Anne-Marie. Let's all share in the fun of Electro Drift. Maybe taking this thing out. Don't thunderbolt me. Come on, let's do it. Is this the knockout? No, close though. I should have actually parabolic charged to begin to heal. Oh, we don't resist that now. Ooh. Hang in there. Oh, you kidding me? Alright, we have time. I'm going to do a cheer for healing. Because that will also cure our paralysis or paralysis. It's almost down. We've all ice punches it. Nice. We hardly healed from that, if you noticed. I don't know why. I looked into it too. Like, how much does the healing do? No one seems to know exactly how it chooses. It's weird. I've seen times when I'm at low HP, I'll go up into the green. I don't know. Don't knock me out. That's fine. If we can break through this. Actually, I should do another heal cheer. And then go for maybe the Electro Drift. Come on now. We can do this. We can get an Herba Mystica. How are we at on my recording time? Oh, we're doing plenty good. How much did I heal? I didn't even get to look. Alright, that's enough. It's done! We did it! Alright. I did buy Pokeballs. We're going to buy Pokeballs before we're done. Also, if we do get an herb, I'm going to talk to Mr. Sandwich Man, too. Oh, we did it! Now, again, temper my expectations. I think Dazzling Shell said it's like a 11% chance to get an Herba Mystica. But there's still a chance. I don't know if making a meal beforehand helps those chances or not, but... We got Bitter! Bitter Herba Mystica. Excellent. We got plenty of... We got mints. Rash mint. We got some experience candies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flying Terra Shards. I'm happy with that. I did it. I did it. I can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. To spread out the thrill of this, though, I'm going to wait and only do one of these raids per day. Okay, we have Magnezone, the Magnet Area Pokemon. Exposure to a special magnetic field changed Magneton's molecular structure, turning it into Magnezone. Where would the magnetic structure be, or the magnetic field be here in this region? Does anybody know? Because I don't know. What is that picture? Looks like it's in Levincia. Alright. Let us go to Levincia, actually. We'll go talk to Mr. Sandwich Man and see what other recipes it'll unlock. I think I can bring my Pokemon back eventually, everybody. Then Pokemon such as Smithers, and Dumpty, and Matador, and Kyber will return. And that'll be pretty neat. I'll definitely be content with that. And then, like Miraidon, once they've eaten all the foods, all the herbs, they'll be immune to knockouts. Yes. Hello to Zayden Owens. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I just took down a 5-star raid on my own. Dazzling Shell says, you're not sure where it may be, but in Gen 8 and 9, you need a Thunderstone. Did they really change that? Did they? I've said before, I liked how Pokemon, like Game Freak, was consistent from game to game. Like, they always had to have a magnetic zone set up where Magneton could evolve, Nosepass could evolve. Leafeon and Glaceon, you needed to find those certain rocks, like the Icy Rock and the Mossy Rock. But then, we'll just make them evolve with stones. It's like, that's too easy. Alright, more inspiration for recipes. We now have bitter master sandwiches. Wait, also, something I forgot to do that Unknown Spike had mentioned. I'm going back to my home and talk to my mama, because she may have more recipes for me as well. Let's do that. Because we still got a little bit of time left for this stream. You know, we're pretty much at time, but I don't care. We're going and we're doing this. Don't want to forget again. I love how my house, I guess it's important to me, but it seems like it's an important fly location for everybody in the region. Like, they all fly to my own home. Like, why? I guess I am, what now? 9-time league champion in the world of Pokemon, so still. Zed is live. Do you guys want to do another raid over on Zed Games' channel? Hi, Muncha. There's my ma. Chaz, what a nice surprise. Have you been enjoying that treasure hunt of yours? It makes me so happy seeing you learn and grow in the great outdoors. So I prepared some things to help you on your adventures. Here, there's sandwich recipes just for you, so you can fit even more veggies into your meals. Vegetable sandwiches. Nouveau vegetable sandwiches. Put these recipes to good use and add more tasty veggies to your meals than ever before. Okay. Study hard and play hard, that's what I say. You should enjoy your days as a student. Okay. So I think that's good. It is Zed's birthday today. This would be a good day to do another prof raid, if you guys want to do that. I was going to save up my game right here. We made some good headway today. I like it. So I can definitely do a raid for... I didn't even notice we had pumpkins. Are these the fortified pumpkins from Kakariko? That'd be cool. Anyway, I guess what we'll do... Well, I'm going to end off the video right now. So I want to say thank you, folks, for hanging out with me today and watching our progress towards getting our team back in order again. If you enjoyed today's episode, of course, feel free to hit like down below. If you want to see future episodes, make sure to subscribe to the channel or join as a member to hit that bell button to get notified when the new videos and streams are coming your way. And you can also check out the link in the description or during the outro for the full playlist of Pokemon Violet to get us to this point right here. But with all that, I'm now signing off. Thank you again for watching. Professor Chaz is out of here, and I'll catch you next time. So that's our episode complete. Let's cut back over to here. So yeah, should we do another raid, folks? Let me see. Go back to my home screen on YouTube. And what is Zed up to today? This is It's My Birthday. Let's play some games. I'm going to copy the address. So if you guys want to follow over, I'm going to paste the link to Zed Games' live stream right now. Right there for you. Feel free to go over there, and let's say another prof raid will be our tagline for jumping on in there. And Amory says, let's do it. Dazzling Chelsea, can I please make the raid? Can I make the raid message? How do you mean? Like, you can mention it once we're over there, but I think if we all just say prof raid, professor raid, that makes sense. So let me fire this up myself. I'm going to mute this for a second so I don't cut into our stream.
Oh god, we need to kill this thing.
Oh, he's got some raids going on too. Could be some potential raid power going on, folks. So yeah, let's do that. Speaking of raids, let's raid his raids. But yeah, let's do it. So for me, I'm going to sign off for now. And again, you guys are welcome to follow along over to the linked message or the linked link in the chat. And let's prof raid him up. So thanks for hanging out, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off. And I'll catch you possibly over there, if not next time here.